Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome back to Tank Mechanic Simulator. It has been a very, very long time since I've last played this game, and I thought it was worth coming back into it. I've taken a bit of a lapse in and stuff, things have been going on a lot, so I thought I'd kind of do two things in one go, though possibly it could work. I don't know. We'll experiment. If you guys like this method of doing an update, then sure. But I thought I might as well get two birds with one stone. Because, you know, efficiency. So you may notice that I've not been uploading a lot of content to the channel as much lately. I apologize for this. Basically, a whole bunch of stuff has been going on. So first of all, my parents have decided to plan on moving out, which is fun. They've already started getting stuff going, which has, you know, meant that I'm having to constantly clean up, having to tidy my room. Oh, no. It's more like we're having to completely dehumanify the room. So there's no real abilities for us to do anything. So I've had to pack away the VR set. I've had to pack away a few other bits. My room's fairly not lived in at the moment. So it's just, yeah. Other people call it clean, but I call it a nightmare. No, but in all honesty, I can't do the VR stuff because obviously I have to take down all the stuff and I've re-put up all the stuff. So it's a bit of a hectic on that one. So that's another layer of stress. Obviously, COVID-19 has been an absolute nightmare as well. Work-wise, has been mental. People have been getting sick. People have been coming back. It's just been not good. And the last week alone, my stepfather has gotten pneumonia. Though admittedly, when this first happened, because he's never ill, we had a week of him basically coughing, wheezing, and and feeling crap. So we all thought, and so we all decided to go get ourselves tested. We're all negative, thank the Lord, and we are, dealing with stuff. But obviously, he still was ill, and unfortunately, on Saturday evening, we had to call the ambulance. I say evening. We took him into the hospital Saturday evening, and then he was released around 11 o'clock, and we all came back. We all thought it was all sort of he would just be sick for a few more days, and that was it. No, he wasn't at all. It kind of took a turn for the worse. So it ended up with him basically being upchucking anything we gave to him. We couldn't give him food. He was feeling shit, so we called an ambulance at 1 in the morning. I stood outside for a couple of hours waiting for the ambulance to come in. And about 3:30, they finally arrived. They were out by 4. I'd been up for 24 hours. And it was all sort of, so fun times be had there. And then, of course, dealing with, all the other stuff, and as well as average day life, trying to deal with work, doing whatever. So, it's been a bit of an interesting series of days, I'll be frank. So, going forward, I will try and focus a bit more on making the videos and finishing off a series I need to do. On the live stream side of things, we're doing okay. Satisfactory is doing fine. And I think Rock and Stone to the Bone, Deep Rock Galactic is also doing okay. Not streaming that as much, but I'm coming up to the end of the first season of Satisfactory, which is sad, but at the same time good, because then we can give that game a bit of a break, see how content goes for it, and yeah, all sorts of. Anyway, so, news flash over. We're now actually going to get to the point of this game, which is Tank Mechanic Simulator. And as you can see, it's been updated a few times. So, yes, obviously I would download that, because why wouldn't I? Wait, that... Yeah. What? Is that... Wait, are they in the Stug? What the fuck is that? That's not the Hetzer. Or is it? I can't tell. It doesn't look like the Hetzer. No, it's not. They're in the Hetzer, unless this is from like the film, and I can't remember the film. No, the film, they had the Hetzer. Because they got the girls from the Stug, but not the Hetzer. That's so stupid. But, yeah, anyway. So, yes, as you can see, Girls Unterpanzer is decorated everywhere. I've had to probably need to change what I've got subscribed to or not, because for some reason, not all of the flag options are available. You only get a certain amount of a list, and it's a big list, but it's got a culmination of things, and unfortunately, it's not quite got everything. So, I'm going to probably have to get rid of the Allied stuff, and just replace it with either German or anime. Which is not exactly a problem, to be honest with you. But yeah, so there you go. I've got some seemingly negative. I say negative. I've got some seemingly family friendly. I've got one right there, which is wartime propaganda. But there we go. So anyway, What are we doing? We are going to be building a, well, fixing up a tank. I forgot I had the bloody things. Hang on. There we go. Tablet. Much better. So, mailbox. We apparently need, tank requires derusting. It's not a lot of reputation, but it's, Panzerkampf Ausrung J, Panzerkampf. Required repairs, potential money. You know what? I'll accept the order. Let's get this in form, shall we? Okay, so is the tank in? Oh boy. Why is this red? Is this red? What is up with this texture? Exterior, please. There we go. Much better. So this vehicle is bugger-ton rusted. And it's a Panzerkampfwagen Ausführung 3 Ausführung J. Lovely little thing. So we're just going to roll with this. Just make a little thing for that. So, okay. It's not got all the parts. Tracks buggered. We've not got all the sprocket wheels. Not too bad on the right set of tracks. We just have the main sprocket, is it called? I can't remember. Well, the main transmissional style stuff. Yeah, okay. Technically, we need an MG as well, but you know, it's fine. It's got everything else. Right, so let's get the turret on this thing. Let's get the engine on this thing. Okay. Can we open up the back? Yeah, we can. Alright, cool. So everything's kind of buggered. Okay, let's, oh no, wrong one. There we go. Let's just get rid of the worst of the rust, because, as always, rust is never a person's best friend. It is the constant and inevitable march of time that man must face in every part of his daily life. But hopefully, it's not so bad. So, Tank Mechanic Simulator, it's actually done pretty well. I have admittedly been since the Steam fucked up, and I say fucked up, since I had to change to the new Steam UI. For those who don't know, I had to reinstall Steam because a recent update basically stopped making it possible to use Steam with the old UI, which I personally found was completely fine and didn't need to be updated whatsoever. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and it was certainly not broke. So I wasn't exactly too happy about that, but you know, shit happened. We can't really do anything else about it. So. Yeah, it was irritating, but again, nothing we could really do or say. But in the meantime, oh, that's a lot of rust gotten rid of. That's pretty good. So in the meantime, cool. So yes, in the meantime, unfortunately, I've not really been playing this game as much, though I do enjoy it. Like I do like the concept of playing this game and just having something to relax to whilst I attempt to do other stuff. And with games like Satisfactory being fun, but also intensely stressful at times with how certain mechanics are being made, it's hopeful that well, it's not quite perfect, shall we say, but that's fine. We need games like this just to soothe and to chill. So, I was about to say, so how are you guys doing? But I'm not live streaming, so that would just be me talking to myself. And you guys would just be staring at me you'll be staring through your screen going, what the fuck is this guy on about? Let's get the interior sorted, so there we go. Nice and clean. Well, derusted at least. I can't ever say a tank can be clean. Oh, you can clean it, but then you'd be like, it would then be new, and we're not making them new. We're restoring, yes. And suppose whilst we're doing this, I can talk about various things. So, I suppose in terms of future for content, what are we doing for future for content? Well, I can say that I do intend on doing something new. To be honest with you, I always say this, and whenever I say something, it never seems to come to fruition, which is a bad habit of mine, and I do apologize for that. At least I tried. Like, okay, so stuff going on with Star Citizen. Where is Star Citizen? Some of you may be wondering. Well, Star Citizen at this moment in time is currently in the wave 2 of the beta, for PTU for its patch 3.10. Now, I'm taking a slight break from okay, fuel system condition, right, cool. So I'm taking a break from Star Citizen. I'm just double checking everything. There we go. So I'm taking a break from Star Citizen, not because I'm angry with the game or whatever, but it's because we've been rolling with 3.9 for quite a consecutive amount of time, and I'm wanting to sort of, I said I wanted to try out some new stuff. I got ready into a Satisfactory, so it makes a nice little natural break, so that by the time we come back to patch 3.10 when it goes live, because I don't exactly fancy doing PTU, because you kind of have to make a separate sort of, not a separate account, but you have to do some really kind of awkward kind of, so you have to, it's a bit of an awkward system where you basically have to have two completely separate, like two games, it's pretty much the same game downloaded twice onto your system, and it's a little bit of a faff for me personally, too much of a faff for me personally to be able to deal with that without seriously, you know, thinking, yeah. So I tend to wait till the patch goes live, so I get to enjoy the patch as soon as with everyone else as well, which is admittedly it's laziness, but it's a nice kind of laziness because I get to enjoy it with all the features having been bug tested and, well, finger quote bug tested, it is an alpha, and all of the other stuff. Okay, so engine condition, replaceable. So there's a lot of replaceable parts only, which is a bit of a shame. Yep, there's a lot of replace only. Jeez, this tank is fucked. But anyway, so it is yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Especially the player trading system, because player trading system is something that I hope will begin to turn the tide in terms of Star Citizen. Like, it'll hopefully start the process of getting much more people invested in the game. I mean, loads of people are invested in the game already, which is a great sign. But obviously, when it comes to... Oh, wait, did it do the inside as well? I love you. I have to admit, there are some things about this game that I think they've updated, and it's nice. Like, for example, when it comes to dealing with internals, it's a bit of a faff, I will be frank. So if you can do the interior and the exterior at the same time, sure, you could argue it kills the fun of getting on the inside or whatever, but there's still enough parts on the interior that you have to worry about. But if you do the exterior at the same time, that is something I am not minding. Right, how we got? Yeah, turret exterior condition, turret interior condition. Right, okay. Methinks we're done. At least I think we are just about done. I have to double check. So, having Star Citizen with the ability to transfer funds between players, I think will be a very useful thing, and I think it will improve the overall feel of the game. I just hope that this particular patch is a little bit more... It's more like there's not as many glitches and problems that, unfortunately, because of the nature of... Oh yeah, I've got a few things here. Oh. So yeah, because 3.9 had a mixture of issues and glitches, it detracted a bit from the fun. It wasn't nearly as bad as 3.8, so I will hold it up to that. In comparison to 3.8, it was so much better. But there were glitches, there were problems. The game would chug a little bit. It is demanding. It does take up quite a lot of resources, unfortunately. But, you know, at the same time, it was a lot more playable. And you were able to earn a fair amount of money in that. Like, if you really put your mind to it, or if you played it just a bit more than I did. No, I played a fair amount of it, but it was mostly to do with clan-related stuff. But if you really go for it, like if you just spend a few hours a day having a crack at it, you could easily earn the amount of money that you needed to really start making a presence. And especially if you were doing trading, they just got to fix the whole you don't lose your trading system. Like, if we can remove the 30k. If we could reduce the amount of 30k issues to the point where it's not exactly, where, you can't ever completely solve a problem. But if we make it so that as soon as, instead of having it happen often, which means that trading is a risky business venture, instead it is a worthwhile thing that, yeah, sure, occasionally you have the moment where it doesn't work, or you have the moment where you do crash out or something bad does happen. It's not kind of a common enough thing that you feel that there's no real gains to be made by doing it. You know, that would be nice, and I think it's coming. I mean, we've got loads of people. I'm seeing a mixture of, you know, of victory stories as much as horror stories from people who've suffered, and there have been people who haven't suffered, and there's been people who've enjoyed stuff. So I think it is, the tide is turning. It's just obviously, it's long in the coming. I think it's definitely taking its time, but I think it is coming up to its final thing, which is good, I would say. Oh, we've got decent chairs in there. It's like such love for this place. Right, okay. So for a second I looked at the thing holding the tank upright. I thought that was part of the tank. Anyway, so yeah, positivity wise for the future, I think Star Citizen has got a lot of potential. It's just unfortunately right, let's have a look at the state of the vehicles in question. Hang on. Was it tab? No, was it Q? It is that middle mouse button. Actually, wait, what was that button again? I pressed a button and all the things that were... Oh, well, we'll do it this way. Right. No, what am I doing? I need to look at the tank. And tank stats. Examine mode. Ah, perfect. Okay, so that is actually really good. We can actually see... Sanding has not done too well here. Right, okay, that's actually really cool. This is actually kind of cool. I kind of wish I discovered this a little bit. Oh, rust removal. Not as much. It's kind of, I'm not going to lie, this is actually kind of useful. No, we're not going to whack shit. There we go. What are you? Sanding. Sanding. What was the rust? Right, that's that done. Any more? Any more? Sanding. Okay, cool. We can just quickly grab that then. So, yeah, like, I'm hoping for a future where it will be less awkward and more, I say awkward, you know what I mean? Like, it'll be less... Oh, bloody hell. There's always one. Right, pop that over there. But yeah, so again, I think the day's coming where it'll start happening. And for me personally, what I'm looking forward to, like the real end goal for me, if anything, is to basically see this game become the Eve killer. Which sounds a bit malicious because I don't really have anything against Eve, but I think it would be nice if Star Citizen would take the front form in that. I'd like to hear your opinions on that though. Like I mean, obviously, unfortunately, Star Citizen has got the sad reputation of a game in long development, which is people saying, "Oh, it's never going to be done. It's never going to be finished." And while I can agree, yeah, it's taken a long time. We're almost pushing 10 years in development, and it still feels like we're a bit of a ways away. But I think in comparison to how everything else has been. Oh, can I get away with it still? Can I cheese, comrade? I like the cheese. It is very appeasing to me. Replaceable only. There's a lot of things that are replaceable only. Hello. Ah, good. Good to see. The little cheaty doodles this view, but I think considering until I get used to it. Oh, for fuck's sake! There's just like 1 tiny % of that left there. Right. It's the Happy Meal tank. Right. No. Alright. What's replaceable in this thing? Oh. Yeah, let's remove this. get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. What else is non-replaceable? I think there's some stuff in the interiors that wasn't replaceable. Well, sorry, that is replaceable but not fixable is what I should say. There we go. And if I'm not mistaken, there's something else in here that I'm wanting to see. Okay, we should be good. Examine mode. Anything else going on with that? Well, okay, cool. Right, well, let's quickly get the blaster then. Blast! And we can actually see all the parts that can't be fixed too much. But yeah, so I think Star Citizen is in a state where it needs to be. It's definitely in needing of fixer-upping, but I think with all the development being focused on Squadron 42, I think there's a lot that can be gained from. There's a lot that can be gained from. Right, that's that done. Oh, for God's sake! It's always one bit. Right. Methinks the only bits remaining now is just the disposable stuff, right? No. Always, there's always one bit that's always fucking worth. Right, okay, so fuel hose. Get rid of. Sand that shit up. Alright, cool. Methinks we are there. Right, so replace you. V-belt replace. Replace. Okay, good. That's wonderful. Right. So now let's sandblast this shit. Don't you just love sandblasting? But yeah, so I don't know how you guys feel about Star Citizen. I mean, personally, I love the game. I fully love it. It is a game that I will never get tired of. You know, I've fallen in love with it completely. I fell in love with the concept way back when the game was first announced. But it was one of those games that I'd like never had a decent enough computer for. And like every time I tried to play it, I just got such bad fucking frames. It was so painful. And I'm like, I can't play you. I want to, but I can't. And it was so depressing. So when I finally got SSDs, when I finally got the rig all set up for everything, oh my god, it was such a turn. Like it was a night and day transformation, and I loved it, and I fell in love with it. And the game to me now is just, oh, so much hope. So much hope. Right, where's the rust remover? Actually kind of handy having this view, I'm not going to lie. I'll try to minimize it as much as possible, but once you've done, like, all of the sanding on most of the parts, you kind of want to have, this as a backup, just because I think it would be a little less frustrating. And I think you're all good, right? Yeah, you're all good. Okay, good. Cool. Okay, cool. So we got the engine parts, we got all the things we need. Now let's begin the process of priming this bugger up. So, first of all, let's get the parts. Yes, what's the required assembly? We need 40% repairs. Well, we've done the repairs, so that's all good. We now need more than 88. Restore the initial state. Okay, so basically I need to fix it up again, which is fine. That works. Panzerkampfwagen as from J. Lol, we can have them rusted. Painted, yeah, we'll have it like that. I'm guessing the prices change as well. Yeah, the prices change. It's expensive, but I think it's all good. What are we missing? What is that? Oh, for fuck's sake, more sanding is required. Just fun when you have these moments. When you're like, hey, I've done everything. But then again, better that than getting told a percentage that something is wrong and us not being able to find it and it being all annoying and stuff being going wrong everywhere. It is just, Right, anyway. So, think we're all good. Yeah, I think we're all good to go. Sweet. Okay, let's pop this back. So first of all, we need to have a list of all the parts that we have that are missing. So, select all and recycle. Not recycle. How much would it cost to outsource repairs? Cost of operation, max time required, paint. Yeah, that's fine. We'll replace these and get them all fixed up and sent into a new location, which I am very happy to see. It's expensive, but I think it'll be useful, considering all the other stuff will be nice there. Right, okay. Oh, handy. I can actually just press that. Cool. That's E. Gotcha. Right, so, I think we need to prime it now. He thinks we need to prime it. Yeah. Don't see any particular things. Nah, good. Okay. So, prime. Yep. Yeah, it looks very, very nice. It's very lovely. I wonder what kind of painting thing they'll let me have with it. That would be kind of cool. Alright, cool. Right, here we go. So, what other things are new with the channel at the moment? Well, we're coming up to the end of our Hearts of Iron 4 series, which is doing pretty good. I'm very happy to report the series has... I'm quite happy with how the series have gone. I didn't realize... I didn't realize. I didn't expect to get to the position we were at. Like, defeating Caesar's Legion? Like, seriously? What the fuck? It was ridiculous, but regardless of that, I'd still say it was a fantastic thing. Very much awesome. Like, it was a nice return to form, considering the circumstances around that were a little dubious, to say the least. I mean, we had Enclave series, which was fantastic, and I was very much enjoying that whole thing, which was pretty dope. But what I'll probably do is take a small break from that game, just to sort of... Because again, at the end of the day, with this YouTube thing, it's all about I'm having fun. You know, it's the reason why I haven't been recording is because I've not really been in the mood for it. And if I've not been in the mood for it, then I just don't feel the energy. I don't feel the love. I don't feel anything. And I don't feel it's good fair on you guys. Because if I feel like I have to make content, or if I feel like I'm forcing content, it's nowhere near as entertaining as me naturally giving content. Which, it sounds a bit weird, but like, you can spot a faker any time of the day. You know, you can get someone who doesn't really enjoy what they're doing. They're not really having any enthusiasm for it. And you can feel it in the video. You can feel that they're not, you know, they're not enjoying the game. They're not doing this. I mean, sure, I've had points in the day where I've recorded and the game's pissed me off. Like in Total War, in Hearts of Iron. You know, I've had points where I bitch and moan. But I still enjoy the overall experience, because there's moments where, you know, while, yeah, I have a session where it all goes to shit, I actually then have a session following that where I'm basically unstoppable and it's funny as fuck, because it is just literally like, oh my god, what the hell's going on? So, you know, there are always, yeah, there are always pluses and minuses to everything when it comes to it. Right, cool. I think I've painted all of that, as I... What's that? Oh, motherfucker. You serious? Right, I gotta take care of this fucking... There's like a tiny... What? There's the sprockets. Okay. Doesn't look like the wrench is... What? This is new. Is it glitched? I got a new tool. At least I think I got a new tool. There's all these nuts and shit that I'm just noticing now. not working. What the hell? I guess I don't have the equipment for it yet, so it's not like there. Okay, cool. We'll get the sound blaster primer. Anyway, so yeah, so that's the reason why sometimes I don't record certain games for a long period of time, is because I just don't have the enthusiasm for it. And it sounds really bad, but at the end of the day, this is a hobby of mine. Like, I've not earned a single penny playing this particular thing. Maybe if there were a dynamic, perhaps there would be whatever. But again, I don't want to feel like I'm blackmailing people into giving me money because then I play content. You know, it's one of those things that I enjoy doing what I do, and I hope you guys enjoy watching me enjoy what I do. But at the end of the day, it's still a hobby. You know, I play video games to have fun. So having that as a concept, you know, or dealing with that as a concept is, you know, part and parcel of the whole thing. Alright, cool. There's a bolt missing from you. Maybe I'll have to wait until I get that stuff sorted. Right, okay. Tank status menu, tank analytics. What are we missing? So I need to buy some... Right, tank analytics, buy the missing parts. Primer, paint. Actually, we might save ourselves some money and put them into primer. Yeah, I can afford that. Cool. So, should be able to... Right, let's get the important stuff in. So, assembling the part, assembling the part, assembling the part, assemble the part, assemble the part, assemble the part, assemble the part. There we go. It's just so handy. Sprocket! It was the sprocket. There we go. Sprocket wheel cover. There we go. That is what I'm talking about. Right. Put it in. Ah, it's up top as well. Right, there we go. Done. Right, air exhaust. Oh, that looks heavy duty. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, cool. I'm dragging him now. That's... Right, there we go. So... Excuse me. Right, that should be that. Yep, cool. What am I missing from this? What are we missing from this? Oh, assemble. There we go. Sprocket. So yeah, we've gotten a lot of... but no, I'd say we've done pretty good for this one. I'm actually quite proud of that. But if you guys like this kind of style of content, and this is kind of experimental actually, because normally I tend to have a separate video to talk about channel updates, but I figured this might prove to be a useful method, because it's a mixture of me saying to you guys, hey, this is how things are going, here's what's going on with the news, and then you guys basically... I then basically tell you guys... Ooh, there we go. I then basically tell you guys what's going on whilst providing a bit of a chill content. And also having a game which allows me to tell you about this. Fuel hose line. Right, let's go get the paint stuff going. Oh, hang on. Something ain't right. Okay, good. Right, let's give this thing a decent shiny paint color. I think what we'll do is we'll give this guy a bit of an extra and get some material for him, you know, get him a decent paint thing. I don't know. Seems like a nice thing to do. I mean, I'm tempted just to sort of say, like, well, you know, he's a paying client who only wants to have his tank repaired. He probably wants to have his own little color scheme. But he didn't say anything specific about that, so I have him on the grey area loophole syndrome. So that works. Oh no. Oh, my microphone. My headset's a little fucked. There we go. I need a new headset. Like, I've got this headset, which is a lovely aux connection, but unfortunately it's showing its age, and by age I mean I've probably buggered it. So if I'm not careful, if I yank it too much, I fear I may break the entire thing. So yeah, maybe gotta be a bit more careful, but that's fine. Alright, tank repairs is there. If I can paint this thing up a little bit, we can probably, we can get the thing repainted and resorted. Yeah, so content be made and stuff be done. But if you like this style, let me know. You guys have any decent recommendations for a future tank as well? If you want me to work on that, then by all means, put it in the comment section down below. If I remember to do so, I will try and get some minor historical notes about the vehicle in question. So when I talk about it, I have a slight knowledge. I have enough of a knowledge to give you a bit of a smugness whenever it comes to talking about these things. I mean, I can tell you a good part about what this particular tank has in this basic sense. For example, this is a Panzerkampfwagen Ausführung J, which was initially, the Panzer III was initially designed as a tank-to-tank destroyer. It was given what was thought to be quite a powerful 50mm gun, and it was believed initially when they first designed these sort of things that they would be sort of more than enough to take care of. They would be the fast, mobile panzer forces that would go into battle and take out the tanks. And vehicles like the Panzer IV, which was only equipped with a 75mm low-velocity howitzer, those would be considered infantry support. And you know, this particular factor was utilized in the Battle of France with the Blitzkrieg punching through, except they couldn't actually get through the B1s. The B1 tanks were pretty heavily armored. I mean, a lot of the British armored vehicles as well were heavily armored. I mean, the Matildas especially. But you know, so that was fun. And then, of course, when these tanks went into Russia and they were starting to encounter vehicles like the T-34, which had the beautiful, you know, I say beautiful, it was a beautiful technology of the angling, where the design basically allowed for shells to basically bounce off the side of things. If you've played World of Tanks, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But for those who haven't, basically, armor values can change depending on what angle the armor in itself in question is being used to defend stuff. So, for example, which I will highlight in a second, the armor of this vehicle is very flat. You can clearly see that the armor, while it's thick, it's not really going to stop a lot. Because at the time, you've got only just the flat side of an armored vehicle, at the flat side of shell penetration. So if you fire a 75mm into this, it'll go through, no problem. Maybe you're lucky and get a ricochet, which is why they got the tank treads out the front, add a little bit of armor protection onto them, but again, it mostly would be flat. And also, this giant underglacial area, where the transmission would be, is a beautiful kill shot for anyone who knows how to anyone who, you know, has engaged these things before. So, for a lot of the tank designs during the early part of the Second World War, there wasn't really a lot of, like, people knew about tanks, but these things had yet to be field tested into combat, and it would take the German army, the Russian army, oh god, there's primary there. It would take the German army, the French army, the American army, the Russian army. They'd have their own styles of tank development. Oh, primer. I'm being an idiot. So, alright, cool. So, Obviously, you know, it wouldn't be until 1942-43 that we'd start to see tank designs like the Panther, the Tiger. The Tiger, even then, kept the design of the flat armored thing. It was just lots more armor. But yeah, this is basically the KWK, I want to say, fuck, what was it called? Oh, God, I played with this in World of Tanks. I used to love it. Oh, I want to say L60, but I don't think it is. But it's a 50mm high-velocity cannon, which was, again, thought to be more than enough. But, you know, that was early war. And I believe the J was one of the last few lines of Panther 3s to be sent in. There was the L, which had the... No, they had the M. Sorry, the M was the one with the shielding. Yeah. Right, anyway, speaking of which, let's go and pop that in. But no, so eventually the roles would be reversed, and the Panzer IIIs would actually become the infantry support vehicles, and it would be instead the Panzer IVs that would be the ones who took on the enemy tanks, which was the ultimate irony. But no, the Panzer IIIN is another beautiful example of infantry support, because they would be equipped with a low velocity 75mm, and they'd also have why 90? I'd say that's a pretty good tank. Oh no, what's this? Oh, there's always one bit. I think we're good. Paint-wise, apparently we're not 100%. Little intrigued as to why. Right. Reset the tools. Tank analytics. What's wrong with the whole exterior? I don't have the box lid, that's why. Oh, tank interior, cannon base attachment. Okay. Put the turret back on. Right. Tank analytics. So turret interior is at that. So where is the parts that I'm missing? What is missing? There's something missing from here, apparently. Okay. Is it not primed? I bought it. I'm paint. Oh. Well, shit. I'm like thinking, hey, I've done it. And it's like, no, you haven't done shit, Mr. Jaeger. My god. Right, okay. Oh, boy. Traverse hand wheel. Really? How do I get back to the... I'm fairly certain I'm probably cocking this menu system up. Oh, fuck. Right. Perfect. Okay, good. Right, get the paint gun. And paint it for the glory that it be. Right, we all good here. Turret is good. Turret is good. Okay. Right, cool. Right, so what else is missing? That's all 100% good. Fuel system, what is missing? V-belt. Engine. Carburetor. We don't have the part? I thought I had the part. I bought the part. Parent multiple. Oh, okay. Engine part. Okay, cool. Right, okay. Oh, yep. There we go. Air filter. That would make more sense now. There we go. That's a little bit better as an engine power. Right, cool. So is that... Are we good? Right, so is that the engine sorted? Yes. Fuel system. Right, just those two parts. The V-belts and whatever. Right. Storage. Select those. Outsource repairs. Yes. And whilst that's going on... Tank analytics. Hull exterior. What is missing? Right exhaust. Boom. It's in. And we'll get the screws up. And I think we're missing the... No, we're not missing the other exhaust. We are just missing the fastening and the rear mudguard. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? So I'm missing the far side guard and the rear mudguard. Okay, and a wheel plate, of course. Because why wouldn't we? Okay, so we've got a few things we still need to do. That's fine. We've almost done. We've got one more thing to do. Yeah. Top turbo. I thought I had that. There we go. Guess not. Right. We're 100 on that. We're 100 on that. Fuel system. What are we missing? Just the V-belts, aren't we? We're reassembled those parts, though. Voila. Tank analytics. We're all 100% on that, which means all I got to do is get the paint gun again. And this time, paint the right bit. Honestly, it's like I know how I'm playing this game. 94. Is it buggered? Oh. Hang on. It is... Okay, I'm going to assume that's correct then. Primer. Shaboom. So what is missing? What are we missing in terms of tank stats? I did see one thing that wasn't 100%. Right, we're all... you. Where are you? Top toe rope. I fucking painted you. I painted you. Right. Storage. Condition. Paint. Okay, so we just have to wait for a little bit and then that'll be done. So there we go. I think we've more or less done, aren't we? Think we're done. Can't imagine everything else. I mean, painting. What else do we need to paint? Gearbox cover. Really? Oh, that really tiny bit. It's always the way, isn't it? Right. Gearbox cover. Where are you at? We just cheese this. Oh, it works. Did it work? It almost did. Right, what's left? I kind of like how I can somehow cheese this. It's like... Stick the thing in there, and it somehow works. Yep, there we go. So stupid. Oh my god. Right, but hey ho, we got it. We got it. Alright, I think we're good. I think the God Emperor of Mankind has said, yep, you're done. So all we need to do now is just... change that view back to normal and reattach the cable thingy. Not that. Right. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Ba-boom! And I will take that. I will 100% take that. Let's just rejig the thing back to its form. And get this thing going, because I think we've been on this thing a long enough. Ba-boom. There we go. Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausführung J. Nice and done and fixed. And not a moment too soon. Right, so organizer. Finished order. I finished everything. I should get a little extra money. And I did, which was lovely. So, Bob's your uncle. Nellie's your aunt. We got a shit ton of reputation for that, which is lovely. Because I basically have done a very damn good job. I can't wait to be able to do this. Oh, I can! Fuck yes. I probably shouldn't have finished that mission. Wait, don't I have a thing? Oh, look, there's a Panzerkampferie Ausführung M. Which has a very weird looking 50mm gun, but you know what? It's fine. It's rusted. So, there you guys go. I hope you've had a lovely video watching me talk about this, and hopefully also this ability for us to be able to watch. Hopefully the ability for us to be able to. Oh yeah, I do. I've got my Tiger. I got my KV2. I've got my Tiger, and I've got a Panzer IV. Or Ausführung J as well. Ooh, hello. I see another. I see a Pershing. I might grab that. I mean, I'm tempted to get that as well, but I'm running out of room. Yeah, I kind of want it. Yes. No idea where the fuck I'm going to put it, but I've got it. I also might buy you. There we go. So now I probably will have no room to put this anywhere because reasons. I probably should be careful where I put my tanks, though, because otherwise I'm going to find myself running out of room and never having enough space. But yeah, so future episodes, we may do something where I build up a vehicle and we, you know, we have a jolly old time talking about the thing in question and having a bit of a laugh doing so. Something tells me I've got a Pershing sitting inside my garage now, kind of hinting at what next thing we build. Yep. Would you look at that? I guess the next vehicle we're building is a Pershing. I have never worked on this thing. This is going to be a bitch. But still, we're going to try it, and we're going to try and do it in the way... It'd be nice if I could do it in... wow, this is big. It'd be kind of cool if we could do this in the way of... Oh dear, I'm stuck. Well, guess what? Unlike in fucking Satisfactory, I don't have to kill myself. I just do this. Okay, yeah. Oh, I'd love to get one of those. That's a good vehicle. Panzerkampfwagen Ausführung A. Panzer. But yeah, so what will so what I'll probably do... Oh, there's the other KV2. Shit. We're needing to make some money from these things. I could swap the KV2. But anyway, I will digress. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Hope you have enjoyed. If you like this kind of content, let me know in the comment section down below. Clicking on the like button and, of course, subscribing to the channel. I hope to catch you in the next episode, guys. This is Mr. Jaeger signing out. Have a good one.